Good day, everyone, and welcome to Bob's Reviews here in Manila, Philippines. It's a beautiful Sunday here. Yesterday, I received my power filter or conditioner, whatever name you choose to pick for it. Today, I'm going to make the power cable, and it's a cloudy day. It was sunny earlier today, and then all the clouds rolled in this afternoon. Hopefully, it'll rain a little bit and cool it off here. I apologize if you hear the air conditioner in the background. I still have it on. Normally I would turn it off, but it's a Sunday, so leaving it on for today. So today's going to be the power cable setup. We're going to sleeve the cable and we're going to put the IEC connectors on the end. Here we have RoyalCord cable. It's 3-wire cable. There's 3 wires in there. So this is called 14-3 because it's 14 gauge and there's 3 strands in here. And I picked up 2 meters of it. I'm only going to need 1 meter, so I'm going to cut it in half. And this I got this from Lazada. It arrived really quick, 3 days. It came from the Everest store on Lazada. And then yesterday when I opened up the power, I received my sleeve from Puland Electric on Lazada, also in China. So we're going to work with that right now. What I'll do, this is OFC copper, oxygen-free copper. This is very good power cable. I use this, but the 12 gauge one for the big cable that I made earlier. This is 14 gauge, so it's a little bit smaller, easier to manage and work with. So basically, we're going to trim it down, cut it in half, trim it down, strip off the insulation a little bit on the ends, and then I'm gonna strip the wires. I'll silver solder, I'll tin the ends, and then I will show you guys how I put the sleeve on, the cable sleeve, and then we'll go from there. Today, vaping on my Xièxie, of course, and I made up some peach iced tea. This is tea and juicy peach capella mixed together, 3 mg. Tastes very good. It sat for 2.5 weeks steeping. And let's take a vape real quick. Nice. Masarap. Very good tasting juice. Long ago there was a peach tea that was made here in the Philippines, and it was really good. And I've come close on the cloning the recipe. Very, very close. It's very good. I think it needs a touch of lemon, but I don't have any plain lemon concentrate. So I think that's what it's missing. But it does taste almost identical. 95% like that old peach tea e-juice that we had a while ago. So let me get to trimming this in half, and then I'll come back and we'll do this step by step. I apologize for the jump cuts, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I tinned the ends of the wire with silver solder. They came out pretty good. No problems at all. Now the fun part. I'm going to wrap it with the copper tape. Now, I'm going to do this off camera because it's very tedious and it takes way too long, and I don't want to put you all to sleep. And then we'll attach the ICE connectors. But I came up with the measurement was I pulled it up along the side of the unit, and I looked for the 2 screws that clamp down the cable sleeve right here. So I knew I wanted the cable sleeve to end there, and I knew the end of the barrels for the wires are there. So this is where I came up with the idea of doing it this far like this. Okay, that's how I got the measurements. Easy peasy, no problem. My one pick on this is one of these is Allen head and the other one is Phillips. I wish they were both Allen head. It would make it a lot easier and assembly a lot faster. But remember, use the right tool for the right job. So make sure you have some Allen heads around if you do happen upon a set of these. So let me wrap this up with some copper tape, and then we'll come back after that and put the sleeve on. Be right back. Okay, I got that done. I took apart the IEC connectors and made sure that the support for the cable is all the way down, that part there, and I removed the little wedges for the smaller cable sizes. I put a piece of tape over the end of the cables here, squeeze it together. That's the end I'm going to use to start putting the sleeve on. Now the sleeve itself is very simple. I like to lay it out in front of me so it's in a straight direction so I don't have to worry about it kinking or binding. You want to squeeze the end, and sometimes it's tricky to get it started. But once you get it started, it starts on just like that. Now what I like to do at this point, I like to take a piece of tape, electrical tape, and I like to put it on the end here, like so. And wrap it not too tight. You don't want to put it on too tight, but you want to make it somewhat tight so it keeps the fraying down, so the cable doesn't fray on you as you're pulling it onto the cable. Okay, just like that. That's all. Just as simple like that, like a little sleeve so the cable doesn't come, because by the time you get all the way down to the end, this end here looks like it was shot with a shotgun. So then now it's just as simple as sliding it in the cover. Here, you want to go with it. So you just want to take your time. Now, if you come across a cable that's hard, like I did with the speaker cables, what you want to do is hold this end here and then hold it here, and then pull down like this, and then go down with this hand. Now hold again here, go down again, pull down, hold here, pull down, go again. But this cable is sliding on pretty easily. Well, I guess we got to do it my other way, just like this. It goes on very easy. Pull down, go down. 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 See, and I've already reached the end. Okay? Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure that it's in place. I want to keep like an inch of space here. I want to keep free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of tape and tape this up here. Then I'm going to use some heat shrink on both ends, and then heat shrink it up so it looks really nice. Then I'll slide these caps on, and then I'll put my connectors on the ends. So right now, let me get a piece of tape cut up and get this cut and in correct measurement, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Cable's completed. Came out really nice. It looks very pretty, very nice, good. The only flaw I came up with was I don't have 15 millimeter heat shrink. I've got 10, 14, 20, 22, but I have no 15 millimeter, which would look really nice here instead of this electrical tape that you could see here. Here you don't see it because it's hidden behind the cover, but it came out okay. The wiring was good, straightforward. White is neutral, black is live, your red is ground on this wire. You can see a little bit of the copper underneath the black. It looks really sharp. It looks good. Came out good. So shout out to both sellers on Lazada. Complete, nice. I have no complaints. Came out good. Very nice. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll add a ending video to this after. I have to wait until tomorrow to bring this down to the maintenance of my building. I want them to put it on their meter and check, make sure I have correct continuity and everything is correct in my wiring. And I want them to check it before I actually plug it in, before I blow something up. I'm pretty confident on my wiring. but rather be safe than sorry. So I will bring it down first thing in the morning, and I'll make a small short clip to add to this video in the end. But thank you guys. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you in the update video tomorrow morning. Thank you. Salamat. Okay, I'm back. I have everything plugged in. I have a fire extinguisher standing by. Joking, kidding. Remember, you guys, if you're not comfortable with doing electrical wiring, please do not do this. If you are confident enough to do it, please have someone double check your work like I did. I figured I had wired it correctly, but I just want to be safe than sorry, and I want everybody out there to be safe and not sorry. So remember that, you guys. Anybody out there doing that's going to attempt to do this, please be safe and not sorry. All right, you guys? So on with that. I have the strip plugged in. You see the bright red light on the front. She's getting her power. I have the red cable, the 12 gauge cable, going to my SM/SL amp. I have the DAC plugged into there. I have the SM/SL DAC SK10. I have the SM/SL A300 plugged into it. My subwoofer and the TV are plugged into the 4 outlets that are on this Weiduka AC2.2 power filter conditioner. To me, it's just a surge protection, lightning protection, overload protection. It works really good. Works perfectly fine. There's no issues at all whatsoever. Let me turn them. I'm listening to copyright free from YouTube, so please, YouTube, don't strike this video. Any sound difference? No. But I did notice that the subwoofer is a little bit louder. I had to turn the subwoofer down after plugging it into this block. Maybe it's because it's getting more power, it's getting correct power, I don't know. But the subwoofer is a powered Wharfendale subwoofer, 10-inch. It's using a Class D chip inside, like most. I don't know what the reasoning why it's a lot louder, but when I turned the system on first, I had Eric Clapton playing, and boy, did I notice a difference when the subwoofer kicked in. So, will it make a big difference in the sound? I'm not going to say yes or no. I'm just not going to say anything because I don't believe it's doing anything differently. Let me zoom out a little bit. There's the A300 and an SK10 DAC using my Mission speakers. So I could not find any shrink wrap of that size. The only thing I could find was 16mm red and the black of 10mm. So I ordered some black 14mm because the cable is 13mm that I made yesterday. That's 14mm, so I ordered some 14mm black shrink wrap so I could do them ends up the way I would like, and I would really, it wouldn't drive me crazy because seeing that little bit of electrical tape on the end is driving my OCD crazy. So that will be taken care of. Remember, you guys, when you guys are messing with anything electrical, make sure everything is off. Unplug everything. Make sure everything is turned off. Unplug everything. Plug in the power bar first. When you see the red light come on, then plug it, then turn it off. Plug in all your accessories that you intend on using that block 4. Then turn the red light back on. You don't want to be messing with electricity with live cables, plugging them in and out. That's when accidents happen. That's when problems will happen. So make sure you turn everything off, plug everything in, then turn the block on, and then turn your accessories on. Just Bob's tip. Vaping on today, vaping on my Xièxie, and I made some Fruit Loops with Rice Krispies. Fruit Loops, Rice Krispies, sweet cream. Masarap. It's been aged for 4 weeks. It's tasting really good. Let me take a vape. Good. Very good. Very tasty. I just changed my cotton, so it tastes really, really delicious. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them down below. I do check them all the time. I'm always online, so I reply quickly to anybody that has inquiries. You can find me on Facebook here in Manila. Hey, I wish you guys a wonderful day. Hope you guys had a good weekend. So, I'm going to turn the YouTube music off and go back to listening to my Spotify. You guys have a wonderful evening. Enjoy yourselves. God bless. Take care. Be safe. And Salamat po for watching this video. And anybody leaves any comments, thank you. Please share and like, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the future. Let me make sure I mentioned everything that I'm supposed to do. Yes, I did. All right. Don't forget to tighten your cable clamp in the IEC connector. Make sure you tighten up them 2 screws that hold the cable in place. Reminder. Thank you, guys. Love you. Peace.